Hello Traceable Designers. In this video I'll show you how to prepare your fabric section for tracing your TraceShaper. You also need to make sure before you begin you've squared your fabric, identified any motif placement, and clearly marked your rod pocket for your backing placement. Okay, let's begin by sizing our fusible backing. Use a folded fabric section that is already sized and your fusible backing folded in half. You need it to fit the full span without extending beyond the edges. To size your backing depth, make sure that you position your proper depth line across the top edge of your backing. This is where your marks have been placed, and then make sure you have the paper extending below the bottom edge of your TraceShaper, and then cut that off to reserve that for making your rod pocket. Place your backing across your marks with the knobby side facing down, the paper side facing up. Use a dry iron, no steam. Anchor in the middle first and then slowly just move out toward the left and the right, starting at the top and securing right across those marks, perfectly across the marks, and then just sweep up and down until you've completely secured all of the backing to your fabric. Make sure you keep adjusting that as you continue. While you're waiting for your backing to cool, go ahead and size your lining. Your lining needs to extend beyond all edges. Very important that it extends below and beyond all the sides. So make sure you double check that before you cut your lining. Your lining needs to have a very straight top edge so that that can align across your rod pocket marks. So then once your backing has completely cooled, go ahead and carefully peel that back. Keep that in one large piece so you can cover your surface when attaching your edge trim. To attach your lining, make sure it is aligned straight across your marks, covering all of the glue. This is going to be the top edge of your valance, so it needs to be perfectly straight. Starting in the center, moving out. And the reason we do this is you want to avoid buckling. So you start in the middle and you anchor, and then you continue sweeping out toward the sides. Continually adjust your lining. Make sure it stays directly across those marks, because that will make sure that your valance is very straight and professional looking. If you do have a very long piece of fabric, you can work with it thrown across your ironing board, but just continue to make sure that you're aligning your lining across those marks as you progress, and then just pull the fabric toward you as you fuse the lining. Okay, for the final step, we'll make the rod pocket. Fold the unlined fabric section over to meet the top edge of the lining and then iron that down. Then cut your fusible backing to fit inside of that folded section without extending onto the ironing board. And then just follow along the full length of the pocket. Then once that has completely cooled, peel the paper back to expose the glue. Then you're going to fold that fabric section again on top of the lining, and that is where we fuse the pocket in place. So make sure that's very straight across the top edge of the lining. This process takes a while. You're going to be pressing and holding inside of the pocket area. Do not extend onto the lining, or you can have iron marks showing through the front of your valance. So just continue checking it until it's completely fused. Press and hold until it's done, and then let that completely cool before you attempt to move on to the next step of tracing your valance. Your fabric section is now backed, lined, and ready to trace. From here, move on to the style-specific sizing and tracing instructions for your selected TraceShaper design. Traceable Designer is powered by TraceFit System, a patented slide and trace method for shaping custom fabric accents with confidence.